Hello and welcome back to the Honest Lab Horror Show, the show that we bring to you each and every Friday night. Why we do this on a Friday night? Because Friday night is horror night. Welcome back to the show, folks. As you can see, I've tried to Ted in again for another long-haired guest this time. The last couple of guests might have had shorter hair. This is actress Miss Suziey Block. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Glad to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time out of your day. I know we connected recently on social media because I ran into a film that I thought I'd seen uh, when it came out first, but clearly not. In Horror in the High Desert, um, and I thought I'd have to get that on. I fell in love with it when I watched it recently, and I was like, yeah, we're going
Oh, good.
all in.
Nice.
So
I'm
here
so
we are.
glad. People are liking and loving that movie, so that's great.
So thanks for taking the time out of your evening, afternoon. Are we frozen? Yeah. So thanks for taking the time out of your day or your evening or afternoon. I can't remember what time it is for you. I think you're 5 hours behind me. Are you? 6 hours?
Yeah, I don't know. It's early evening.
Early evening.
Yeah,
Thanks for taking the time out of your evening to come on. Then.
no problem.
It's a fine screen behind you there.
It's my wonderful YouTube. I just decided to put instead of having a black television, I was like, oh, I'll put something nice. So
It's a nice.
I picked
It's
like
nice.
a nice scenery. I don't
It's
know.
nice. It's
I should have
nice.
picked something scary. I should have
Yeah.
put the movie on.
Absolutely. What happened? Dutch gonna sue somebody, or YouTube will take it down. One or the other.
Yeah.
But as I said, thanks for taking the time out of your day. So I'll tell you what, we might as well jump straight in. Susie, how did you get started in the business?
Oh,
Tough question out of the way.
yeah, no, I always wanted to be, I think, an actress. I'm an only child, and so only children like really crave attention. And I think I just liked being the center of attention. And my dad, he was a musician, but he really loved horror movies. So as a kid, I watched a lot of horror movies, probably at an age I shouldn't have been watching horror movies. Um, I would go to the video store and I get to pick out whatever my parents didn't really care. And I just loved horror films. So then I wanted to be an actress and be in movies. And I went to college and then I graduated and loaded a U-Haul. I'm from Michigan originally. And so I packed all my shit up and moved to LA without knowing anyone, without a plan, nothing. I just went and I met some people. I booked my first horror movie, and it just kind of like horror movies. I feel like in LA, a lot of the productions and a lot of the directors all know each other. So if you start doing one, then a lot of people are like, oh, my friend's doing one. And then before I knew it, I was just doing horror movies. I mean, I was fine doing whatever, but I got into I just started doing a lot of horror movies. And I think they're the most fun. I filmed commercials, I filmed TV, I filmed drama, like dramas or comedies. But horror movies are great.
Yes,
I think
they are.
there's an energy about them when you're filming. Everybody's like really excited about like the gore scenes or like making a special effects work or a lot of guerrilla style filmmaking where you're not supposed to be somewhere is really exciting. Did that a lot and I was doing no budget, no pay movies, filming in the middle of the desert. Um, and we weren't
Uh,
supposed to be there, lighting a tent on fire. Crazy shit.
I mean,
But
at
yeah,
work,
that's how I got started.
it snowballs
Huh?
one to the next.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of how it is. I mean, that's how I met Dutch for doing Horror in the High Desert. I met him at a restaurant. He just came up to me and he saw a movie I was in and he was like, "You were great in this. Do you want to be in this?" And I was like,
Yes.
"Okay."
Yes. In fact, I do.
I'm like, does it pay? I'll do it. You're gonna
So,
pay me? Sounds great.
uh, now you
But
said
yeah,
something there.
I mean,
You said something in that
go ahead.
process that you said that your parents let you watch whatever and you used to go to the video shop. That was a big part of my growing up. Um, but can you remember the first horror movie you watched?
Um, I I feel like the first horror movie I watched was Village of the Damned or, or like Children of the Corn. My my dad really liked Alfred Hitchcock, so I feel like I know I watched Psycho in there as well. My dad loved Psycho. And then I feel like it was Village of the Damned was one of my very first horror movies. My dad took me to the theater to see Pet Cemetery.
What that was
And that,
1990? Was it
yeah.
1999?
And I remember I had a Pet Cemetery in my backyard. We had a place that we would bury like all my hamsters and goldfish. And
You didn't do the usual and flushed them down the toilet, no?
no, we buried them, put them in little cigar boxes and buried them all. I had a lot of goldfish, and a lot of hamsters.
Did you try and feed one to the other?
Yeah. No, I would just like I remember I got two hamsters and we were told that they were both females and
The
then they
usual.
weren't because one had a babies and then we had like I had like from two hamsters to 20 hamsters. I had like all of them had to be in separate cages.
Because
And a
they
lot of the
multiply.
time they would get loose in the house, and sometimes we would find them, and sometimes we wouldn't. And then we'd find them years later, like dead behind the fridge. Like, oh God.
So
Yeah.
that's what that
A lot
smell
of
was.
hamster. Yeah. But yeah, I remember my mom letting me watch Sleepaway Camp. I rented it. And I feel like I got all my little cousins involved in horror movies as well. I mean, we really were too young to be watching all this shit, but I remember Sleepaway Camp was on, and it was the end shot where like she's holding up the head, but she's
So like the,
naked, so now she's a boy, and a decapitated head with this like terrible, scary face, you know. And my mom walked in on that moment and was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" I was
sorry,
like,
boss.
"This scary movie, mom.
That was
Sorry."
that to me, like
But yeah,
that came out before I was born. But I remember watching
I
that
think it,
and like it was
yeah,
obviously
that,
something you didn't really see too often. A boy pretending to be a girl or a girl pretending to be a boy in that time zone, like so it was groundbreaking in a way. And obviously
I
Felissa
mean,
Rose was
the
iconic in it.
yeah, the backstory of the crazy aunt who like didn't want she just didn't, she didn't want another boy. She had a boy. She wanted a girl. It's just so messed up.
Uh,
But
but
yeah, that movie was
the
crazy.
second one was good as well. I like the second one.
I remember the second one. I'll never forget the death scene in the porta potty in the second one was just
Yeah.
with the like her pushing that girl down in the porta potty and like all the cockroaches are crawling up her. Oh,
And then when you
terrible.
think to the remake of Hills Have Eyes 2, they had the exact opposite of that coming out of the porta potty where the guy comes up from it.
Yeah,
And
I
I
remember The Hills
immediately
Have
always
Eyes.
thought
I
back to
remember
that.
the
I was like,
original. Yeah, I remember
I was never a fan of the original ones.
I think I saw all of them. I can't remember. I feel like I have. I liked ghost horror too. I really liked like Amityville horror movies. I loved those. Those were
Interesting.
so creepy when I was a kid.
I'm I like possession movies and ghost movies. I'm just they wouldn't be my go to in horror, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in I went to a private school, so like anything that had to do with the devil and the God really fucking scared the shit out of me. Because I was like,
It's because
oh, what if I
it's
get possessed?
institutionalized.
I saw The Exorcist and I thought for sure that I was going to get possessed. I slept with, like, I saw The Exorcist. My mom told me two horror movies you're not allowed to see till you're an adult. And she said The Exorcist and Last House on the Left. And
Yeah.
so I think I was 17. I waited until I was 17, and then one night I just rented them with my best friend. And The Exorcist scared me so bad that I slept on the floor of my parents' bedroom for like weeks. I was so scared. I was
Wow.
so scared. That movie really
Yeah.
scared me.
Like you said there, that your parents told you not to watch The Exorcist, Last House on the Left for me was just too rapey. Like I get that it's made to
I mean,
make you
I see
feel
why my
uncomfortable.
mom was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I see why my mom was like, don't watch that as a kid. I mean, and this is the original. This isn't even the remake. The one where like the mom does that. I think she gives one of the guys like a blowjob and bites his penis off. And I was like, what is
It,
happening? It's
it
terrifying.
is. It's certainly
It's
rough.
really dark.
I remember watching it when I was
It's
younger,
a
and
rough movie.
I was like, if you took maybe half of that scene out, like it doesn't need to be that long. And I get that it was there for the visual effect and whatnot
Yeah.
and the shock factor. If you took half of that out, that
I
movie's
feel,
amazing. It's still amazing in what he done after that. But
yeah,
that to me, I'm just like, yeah.
I get like, I mean, I get why the parents did it because they found out that these people
Yeah.
like killed their kid. But I, I don't know. I don't really like, I don't like rapey shit in movies. I recently watched some movies that had some really intense rape scenes, and I was just like, "Ah, I don't want to watch this. Like,
I
this
do.
is really is
I do be like, man, like The Crow is one of my favorite films, and I always forget. No matter how many times I watch it, I always forget that there's that really dark scene in it when they're killing the two of them, and
yeah,
it's very rapey, and I'm like, because I was actually
yeah.
gonna
I would
let my young lad watch it with me, and I was like, no, no,
no, yeah.
no.
I recently went down like a little rabbit hole of like the movies that are rated really hard to watch. And
Like
I just wanted to see like
August
why they
Underground
were
and
like
stuff.
hard to watch. And so I watched a few of those and I was just like, oh yeah, I don't like this subject.
Yeah. Like I watched that August Underground, and I watched the Serbian film, and I just don't get it.
I haven't seen those. Those are the
Uh,
ones I watched was Megan is Missing.
Great. That's a very good film. It is very, very um
It's really good. It's so sad. The ending
yeah.
is really it's really awful. And then I watched one called Back Road.
I don't think I've heard that one.
It's not great, but it's really hard to watch. It's got some really disgusting, gory shit in it. And then there's a rape scene that I'm just like, I don't like this stuff.
I'm probably not going to rush out now. I say that, but one of the films that I really like is I don't know whether you've ever seen it. It's Nicolas Cage's 8 millimeter.
I think I have seen that like a long time ago. I
It's
think I
about
like
the
that movie. That's dark too.
yeah.
That's like with this.
It's
It's kind
about
of like
snuff
a snuff
movies.
film.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That was brilliant.
yeah,
That's the right way to do it
yeah,
because you don't see too much, but they heavily
yeah,
imply it.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind a good revenge movie. Like if that happens and then the girl goes on like a revenge spree, I'm like all for.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, let's go do
like the
that.
remake of I Spit in Your Grave and Last House on the
I
Left.
auditioned for that movie.
Did you?
I did. I didn't get it, but I did audition for that. I auditioned for the remake of I Spit on Your Grave.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I actually went to see that in the cinema, and I was
Nice.
definitely I was just like, no, I don't know. I knew going in what it was, and I was like, no, I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah.
But I
I
used to
mean, I
just
like
go
a
and see it.
promising young woman. I thought
No,
that
don't
was
get me wrong.
the
Like
promising young
horror,
woman.
I love that horror does all that, and it gives probably the female probably more of a stage than any other genre because usually it's
Yeah.
the last female final girl, this, that, and the other, which is great. And like we've seen some great final girls over the years, but there's some really underrated ones too.
Yeah. I mean, there's some great villain girls too. Like that have you seen The Loved Ones? I think it's Australian
Mm,
or New Zealand film.
that's been one of them ones where I'd be sitting there going, I haven't seen it. I'd put it on, I'd be like 20 minutes in, I'd be like, I've seen this.
Yeah, The
So
Loved
when
Ones
you've
is
watched
great.
so many, the loved ones.
I like that. The Loved Ones. It's gosh, it came out a long time ago. They showed it at
Oh,
a theater.
I have the drill with the
I
drill.
thought it was so. Is it New Zealand or Australia? The
Australian.
Loved. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great. That
yeah,
was a
yeah.
fun movie. That was
I
like
have. I've seen that one. Yeah,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets 16 Candles. Kind of how I feel about that one. I love that movie.
it's a good way of describing it, I suppose.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Uh,
Fun movie.
but see, I digress now. We digressed into that. What I meant to bring up when you were saying
I
about
know.
going to the video shops, I used to love going in and
Yeah.
picking horror movies off the artwork of the box. Right?
Okay.
I don't know if you done that or you just went and found whatever.
I have done that. I've done that with music albums too before, actually.
So
But I have picked some movies just because of the movie poster or how it is on the box.
good. Can you
I think I
remember
picked a horror movie called Mirror.
Mirror?
Mirror. I feel like it had a mirror on it, and
Was it
like the mirror was evil.
the one? Was
Like
it?
things were coming out of the mirror. I
Oh,
think I definitely picked that because of the box. But
was it the one with Keith Sutherland?
I have no idea. It's an old movie. It's older.
Oh,
I
then
watched it as
no.
a kid.
Oh no, then I think
Yeah.
Mirrors
It's
came
like
out in 2005 or something. That was
no, this
awesome.
is like an 80s movie.
Oh,
Yeah. There's like a
well,
maybe Mirror is a remake, but I don't know.
can you remember any horror artwork box in general that triggered or that tricked your eye into going, let's get this?
Um, God, that's a good question. I I bought the Evil Dead poster because I hadn't even seen the movie and I just thought the poster was cool.
Awesome, the blue one.
I had that in my college dorm room. Yeah, the original one. I had it in my college dorm room forever, and everyone's like, "Oh, you like Evil Dead?" And I was like, oh, "I haven't seen it yet, but the poster is great."
I love Evil Dead. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Um, yeah, but I have watched it now. But I remember I did buy that just because I thought it was cool. Um, I feel like I rented Critters based on
So good. So
Critters and
good.
Trolls. Troll Trolls, I feel like as well. I rented
Nice.
or Troll, just the first Troll where like it's got the woman from Seinfeld in it. That movie, Troll scared me. Troll 2 scared me, even though apparently that's a terrible movie. But I just had a fear I was gonna turn into a plant. Um
The irrational fear of becoming a plant.
yeah,
I mean,
because that's what
the one that
happens. They like turn into plants, and I was like, oh,
the one that I
scary.
always remember is House. Do you remember House, the film?
House.
Yeah, with the finger pushing the
Yes, I remember
doorbell.
that. Ghoulies. Yeah, Ghoulies.
Ghoulies was brilliant.
I think I
That was so
rented
good.
and Basket Case. Basket Case. I can see the movie box for that as well. And then Ghoulies for sure, where
I
they're
don't
coming
think
out
my
of the
video shop
toilet.
ever had that. I don't think my video
Basket
shop
Case.
ever
I
had
remember.
basket case.
It looks like a baby basket, and it's all bloody, and it's like black in the
Oh no,
background,
I
just a
know what
baby
it is, but
basket. And it's,
I don't ever
oh yeah,
remember it being there available to
I
rent.
just remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, no, House was always the
I
one that
think
got
that's
me.
yeah. I think I remember that trailer. I mean that poster movie box as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny when anyone brings up going to a video shop, I'll always ask them that question because it was a big part for me. Just going and being like, crap, 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 crap. This one
Yeah, I mean
could
that's
be the worst
kind of
film
how
I've ever watched in my life, but I've had killer artwork.
I mean that's how I kind of rent movies now. Not rent, but like if I go on Tubi, if I kind of like what the post like the movie box looking poster looks like, I'll click on it and be like, oh, what's this about? It's
I,
what
w-
first draws you in.
I wish we had Tubi here.
Oh yeah, so
No.
oh, it is great.
Yeah.
It's got some gems on there.
Yeah. See, for me, like I'm kind of snookered with indie movies over here. I rely heavily on people sending them to me to watch. which is great because
Okay.
directors will send me stuff, and it's great because I get to watch it. But
Yeah.
like other than Amazon Prime putting on some smaller ones, um, there's very rare that I get any of them. I get Shudder, but they're kind of bigger
Okay.
ones as well.
Yeah.
But
There's even like a new streaming service called Found TV, I think.
yeah,
That's just found footage. There's so many streaming.
there's
There's so
actually
much content.
there's a guy that lives in Ireland that's part of that or connected to that in some way.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember his name. He's a Canadian fella. Nice guy.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
yeah. Oh, I can't remember your name. It's just it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna come off the top
You're
of
a
my head.
great guy.
Yeah, I spoke to him a fair few times. He seems like a nice fella. Um,
Oh, good.
but let's jump back into some of your movies before we digress into a second
Sure.
part.
I mean, I could talk about horror movies all
Well,
day.
no doubt that's going to happen again somewhere along the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we might as well jump into the obviously the most recent ones that I've seen, which was Horror in the High Desert. One, I've seen one and two, as I said to you just before we come on. Three, I realize now is I can get. Four, I can't. But how did you end up? Obviously, you said that you met Dutch in a restaurant, but
Yeah. I I went to I did a movie a long time ago, I think 2012, called Entrance, and it's an indie horror film, and it got some like traction and kind of got this like little bit of a cult following. Stephen King really liked it, which was crazy. He wrote this article about it and had it in Entertainment Weekly, which is like a entertainment magazine. And I was at this restaurant and Dutch approached me and he was like, "Are you Suziey Block?" And I was like, "Yes." And I thought at first I was like getting served like lawyer papers. Like I thought I was in trouble. I was
I'm in
like,
trouble.
I'm like, why is this guy talking to me? And he's like, "Oh, I really loved your movie Entrance." And I was like, "What?" Oh, I'm like, "You saw that?" He was like, "Yeah, I loved it." He's like, "It's one of my favorite films." And I was like, "That's crazy. That's awesome." And then he said he was writing a movie called Infernum, and he wanted the lead to be played by me. And if I was interested, that's when I joked. And I was like, "Well, if it is it paying? Because if it's paying, I'll do it." And
So
that's that's how we got started. So we filmed Infernum, and then there was the pandemic, and everyone was stuck at home. And Dutch reached out to me and was like, "I have this little idea for a movie that I can do over Zoom that I want you to play a reporter. And we can film it where you are," because he was in Nevada at the time, where he's from. And he's like, "And then I can film the rest with my family and like out here." And I was like, "Okay." And it just started out as a little pandemic movie. It started out as something for Dutch to do during the pandemic. And it just, I mean, it kind of blew up, and it didn't blow up until like a year later, which was kind of crazy. And we had just finished doing number two, and people just gravitated. They just really liked the story. I had a lot of people reach out to me, which I thought was always funny because they would find me on social media where my name is Susie, and they would be like, "I saw the documentary. Can you tell me what happened to Gary Hinch? Like, I know you're reporting on this." And I'm like, "It's a movie." And they're like, "No, no, I know it's a real story." And I was like, "But I play, but my name isn't even the same in the movie." Like, you did watch the credits, correct? Like you saw the credits go. But yeah, people just really loved it. And then a TikTok girl, the documentary girl, I don't know if you've ever seen her. She always posts about really good documentaries. She made a post on TikTok, and then that movie just blew up. Horror in the High Desert just blew up after that. Like her post went viral, then the movie went viral, and then people are just like loving it. And I mean, Dutch I know made it because he's a big fan of Dateline. He loves kind of that like true crime. And I think he does a great job in like making you think that it really is a true story and this stuff really happened to people. And
I
yeah, I
mean,
know it. And yeah, he's just kept me in all of them, which I feel very lucky that he's kept my reporter,
so
character is like the little staple of each, even though each kind of movie shows a little different story, they're all centered around the same
area.
mystical thing that's happening.
So
Yeah,
you're the
it's like,
Gale Weathers of
but
this one.
yeah, like what took Gary and like it's a bigger, like, what is that? That
Well,
he calls them ghouls. I'm not sure what they are. I still don't know. So when I film with Dutch, I only know my part and I don't know what's happening in the rest of the movie until I see the movie. And Dutch has yet to tell me what the ghouls are. I still do not know.
I mean, I've only seen
Even
one.
after part
I've
four, I still don't know.
I've only
Uh,
seen one and two, and I'm like, so one I took quite as a very striking to obviously you only see the face towards the end.
mhm.
To the Hills Have Eyes, the remake of the Hills
Yeah,
Have Eyes.
you think,
No, but just when you catch that glimpse,
yeah.
that one shot, but it was done very similar to Texas Chainsaw, where the
Oh yeah,
beginning of Texas
that
Chainsaw,
frozen.
yeah, it just
Hmm.
popped across. I thought that was brilliant. I was, like the camera work was brilliant for it. Um, two, I took obviously it's slightly different. I took it as so obviously when they're coming down the stairs in the dark and he has the flash the fucking
The
green
night
light.
vision thing.
That's the one. I couldn't think of the right word.
Yeah,
And you see
yeah,
him when he's standing there, and it's basically standing there in his jocks. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like,
yeah.
but like, yeah, I thought it worked very, very well. So I'm intrigued now to see the other two.
I appreciate two more now that I saw three.
Oh,
So I three I love. Three I think is still my favorite. The main character in three is this guy that is from Mexico and he's really obsessed with the Gary Hinch story. So he
it's not
wants to find
Oscar,
out
is
what
it?
happened. Huh?
Is it Oscar?
It's Oscar, yeah.
I hope that guy dies so bad, so bad. I seen him for 12 seconds in the end of the second one, and I hope
He's
that guy
so
dies so
good.
bad.
He's so good in three. I just think his character is really charismatic. Like it's really good. And the ending of three is by far for me. I was like someone at the screening called the ending of three horror edging because like you are just waiting for something to happen. And I've never like clenched every part of my body so bad in a screening because I don't know what's gonna happen, even though I'm in it. I still don't know what's happening. And it's so good. But knowing three, going back to two, I appreciated two a lot more. Dutch has all this planned in his head, and I don't know how he keeps it all together, but it's all everything he does is purposeful and with intent. And now that we've built like now that part four has come out, like I'm like, okay. And now we're about to film part five. I'm just like, okay.
I seen
Like
that. I seen him
he's
put it up. I seen two of you put it up that you were talking the other day. I was like, oh shit. I was like, here we go.
they what? That yeah. But
I think you put up and he put up a picture of a Zoom call meeting, and I was like, oh,
well,
here we go.
that's for a totally different thing, which is in the
Oh,
same universe as Horror in the High
oh,
Desert. But
interesting.
that's like that's still top secret for what that is. That's gonna be
Interesting.
great. I
But
know.
yeah,
And the only
I,
reason we had to film it over Zoom is because I'm still in Michigan. But we went back to our roots and did something over Zoom just for fun.
nice. Like as I said to you, I thought I'd seen Horror in the High Desert because I remember I think Fangoria ran a story on it during COVID, and I was
Yeah,
almost 100% sure I'd seen it. No, that's not to say that I
that's
didn't
funny.
watch it and I was having a few beers or whatever and forgot about it.
Right?
But
Yeah.
I sat here the other night and watched the first one, and normally if a film doesn't kind of grip me in the first 10, 15 minutes, I'm kind of lost. I'll be on my phone or whatever. And it's a bit slower to start. I was like, what is going on here? I was like, am I even watching the right thing? And then
Yeah.
I found myself, I was sitting on my phone and I was watching it and I was listening to it. And then I found myself putting my phone down for longer periods going, what's happening here?
Yeah.
And then I was glued to it by the end of it. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. I I've seen most of them in the theater except for part 4. I watched it here and I he's gotten to the point where he's gotten into the stories quicker now, into like I guess the scarier parts he gets into a little faster than the first one. But that ending for the first one is still pretty freaky.
It
And
was,
especially when I
I
don't know what's happening.
I really enjoyed the ending to the first one now. Really enjoyed it. I was like, this is awesome. Didn't know what to
Yeah.
expect. Obviously, you see what you see and you don't see what you see. But I
Yeah.
love that he left it up to your own imagination for the most part.
Yeah. In part 4, he really kind of gives you guys a bit of what is happening. And I can't wait for part 5 because I think he's going to even reveal so much more. And I'm excited. I mean, I'm I'm uh I'm invested now.
Yeah.
So I think they're great.
As I
They're
said,
fun. They're fun little movies.
you're the Gail Weathers of the horror in the high desert.
I am, and I always call my character Gail all the time. I mess up my own name all the time, and I think it is because of Scream. I'm always like, I play Gail. No, I play Gal. Gal. But I always say Gail. I
It's close
always
enough.
mess it up.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first two, I'm heavily invested in seeing the other two now. So I'll let you know when I get
Yeah,
those three
I
to
you'll have
watch.
to yeah, you'll have to message me. And then maybe even just reach out to Dutch and see if he can't just send you a screener of Majesty so you can see part 4 out there in Ireland.
I'm on it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell him.
He's
I'm
a
gonna
really
tell him
nice
you
guy.
sent me.
So I mean he reposted your post. He's pretty good about that.
He did.
He loves the people that love his movies. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to him after this and see. Because
Yeah.
I don't like watching them illegally because like for indie horror, it's tough enough. So
Yeah. But I think he'll probably help you out there so you can see part 4 if it's not available to you.
that's it. Dutch, Susie said it. Make it happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
part 4 is great. I mean, they just keep getting better. But I just love part 3 because I think the ending of part 3 is just so scary.
I'm on it.
Like
I'm on it.
so scary. Yeah.
Now there's one that popped up on your IMDb, right? Who's a former guest um, on the show. Did I see you were involved in Dead Space? Dead Place?
A
No?
Dead Place. Yes.
Yeah,
The
the
movie?
Mike Pickle one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike was on
I've
the show a couple of years ago. He's
oh
such a
nice.
good guy.
I've done a lot of I did a movie. No, I did it. My first gig with him was I auditioned to be in his music video. He was in a band.
He
Like
did.
I've
He did.
known
I think
Mike
he told me that.
I've known Mike for a really long time. And then I've done a lot of like his short films. And then he brought me on for this movie. I play the lead character's mom.
Nice.
I play a
I've been
mom.
waiting for this. So
He
I
just
had
sent
him
me an
on the show.
it's
You
funny.
what?
I just I just got an update from him about that. I was just gonna find it and tell you. He sent me a fun update on a Dead Place that they
Nice.
are I think they're securing having it a worldwide distribution deal. So he just got that and it's going to be out possibly in July.
Ooh, not too long. So
So,
I had Mike on the show probably 2 to 3 weeks before he went to film the first bit of that.
okay.
So it's been that long. I've been waiting for it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, come on. Like in that episode of
Yeah, I know
Simpsons. Come on.
he's had a bunch of hiccups. And then I do know that he lost his dad, and
Oh, I didn't know
that
that.
was a big thing. Yeah, so he's been dealing with family stuff, but I think it's now coming together. But I know that the Terrifier guy's in the dead place.
The
The
which?
David
I know,
Thornton.
I know David's on it. All right. Yeah, he's the red
Yeah,
kid, new kid. Is it new
he's
kid?
the scary guy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a scene with him, but he's in it. Yeah. I
I'm
auditioned
at.
for Terrifier 4, but I didn't get it.
Oh, I'd have cast you.
Oh well.
Uh,
Thank you.
um,
It's funny, a friend of mine who was in her name's Dana. She was in the Evil Dead TV show
Dana
that
Di
was
Lorenzo.
out a long time ago. Yeah. So her and I both auditioned for the same character in Terrifier 4, and neither of us got it. We were like, this is bullshit.
Do you know her, dude?
I do. I met her a couple years ago at a New Year's Eve party, which is also her birthday. Her
Oh,
birthday's on New Year's
that
Eve.
was my daughter's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's fun.
She was actually at a convention that I was at a couple of years ago in Manchester.
Nice. Yeah,
Horror and
I
Ray.
really like
Horror and
her.
Ray.
She's great.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
actually really, I
she's
really,
pretty
really
cool.
like. Yeah, I really like the Evil
She's,
Ash versus Evil Dead. I thought it was brilliant. I thought she
yeah,
was brilliant. I thought the whole
nice.
thing was brilliant from start to finish.
Yeah,
I could have
she's
done with one
funny.
more season of it,
Yeah. But
but
yeah, we both auditioned for Terrifier. Oh well. You win some, you lose some.
well, that's it. Like obviously, I take it you've seen the franchise, have you?
I have not seen Terrifier movies.
No.
I know I'm not I just know I'm not gonna like them.
Why?
So I don't want to watch them. I just I don't like killing for killing's sake, I guess. It's not really my favorite type of horror. And
I get that. I
I don't
get that.
know if I even though I have heard that like there's more of a story between like
Two and
either
three.
2 or 3 or 3 or 4 or whatever, but like I just don't I don't know. Yeah.
I think
I don't
two,
even know how many are out. Is
three.
it 3 that's the latest one?
Yeah,
Okay. I auditioned for that one. The aunt.
the Christmas one.
But I don't know the aunt, whoever like takes her in
Yeah. That's three. Yeah,
in the third.
yeah.
Yeah, I auditioned for that character.
You definitely didn't want to end up
Yeah.
like the aunt did. I can tell you that.
I know she probably died terribly, but that would have been
It
fun. But maybe
it
they
was
didn't cast me because they were like, oh, we want to put something else where she doesn't die.
it
I haven't died in a horror movie in a long time. So I would love to.
it wasn't a pleasant death she had in that film.
I can't I assume so because that movie has a reputation of not having very pleasant
You
deaths.
know how you said you liked hamsters?
Oh
Yeah,
no, I don't
yeah.
want to know.
It was actually sorry, it was a rat. But she gets like a
Oh,
glass
it
tube
sounds
shoved down her
terrible.
throat and a rat put down it. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't good.
I dodged a bullet then.
It looked pretty cool. It looked pretty fucking sick. Now I'll give it that. I've actually
Yeah.
had
I mean,
a couple of them.
I appreciate good horror like special effects for sure. I just
Um,
need yeah, I don't know.
Damien and Phil Falcone have done a hell of a job on that.
Nice.
I was actually lucky enough. Phil actually came on the show a couple last year as well. So
That's awesome.
and so did Mike Levy, who was part of Fuzz on the Lens, who went on to direct the Stream. I don't know whether you've seen that one.
Okay. Deadstream?
No, Stream.
No.
No. Oh, Stream's awesome.
Okay.
It's like all these people are in a hotel, but there's like 6 killers or 8 killers going around, and they're all wearing like GoPros.
Okay. Okay.
So good. Like it's such a genius plain idea, but it was done so well.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a second one.
I like Did you see the horror movie on Netflix where they're like their brains switch into different people's brains? I think it's
No.
like Talk to Me. Is it Talk to Me?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, no, they basically summon the dead.
No, sorry, not Talk to Me. Their
Sorry,
brains. It's like a machine, and then their brains
no,
go into different bodies. So they look like one person, but they're actually someone else.
no.
It's so good. I can't remember the name of it. Damn it.
I'll find that
But
one.
Talk
That
to Me
sounds.
is good too.
Talk to
It's
me
a
was
really good
brilliant.
it's a really good movie. It's the name of it is like Talk to Me. It's something like that. But I
Okay,
can't.
I'll figure
Newer,
that. I'll figure that one out
newer
now at the
movie.
end there.
It's great.
There can't be many like that. So
No, that's why I liked about it. It was very unique.
interesting.
I like, yeah, I
Interesting.
like that because I was like, oh, I've never seen anything like this. This is awesome.
Um, yeah. So, like, I'm just looking through your IMDb here. Look, there's the dead place there. That's awesome. Horror in the High Desert. What else have I seen? Seen
I
another one
mean,
there.
you don't have Tubi, but a lot of like the movies that I've been in, like a Wonder Valley and American Mummy, which they're all on
I'm pretty.
Tubi.
Yeah, that one I'm pretty sure I've seen American Mummy.
That's it's funny because that movie we shot with a 3D camera. That movie was supposed to be shown in 3D. And we shot it with this really expensive, crazy 3D camera. And I've never seen that movie in 3D. I don't actually think I've seen that movie, to be, if I'm being
Oh,
honest. We didn't have a screening, we didn't have an event. I don't, and it, like, I think if you wanted to watch it on 3D, you'd have to have like a special TV with glasses.
oh, I don't
That's
like
the movie
3D.
that we kind of guerrilla styled in the desert and we lit a tent on fire. And it was really funny because that whole production was just hilarious. But they bought an army tent and they wanted it to be lit on fire for this shot, but they didn't realize that it was flame retardant. So it wasn't catching fire. And then they just poured like a gallon of gasoline on it and then
Yeah,
lit that. And then that almost caught like one of the producers on fire. It was just a shit show. It was
no,
super fun. I had a great time, but that movie, yeah, I've never seen that movie.
that's one of them ones where someone's lucky they didn't die.
Probably, I mean, it had some great effects. I remember we did one where the zombie guy is like, we shot a lot of it in the desert and then a lot of it on a soundstage. And then there's this one like scene where this guy was now a zombie and he's trying to get me and he rips his like legs get caught because like I pushed this thing down and so he rips his body away from his legs and it was so cool because they built this ledge the floor high so the guy's just standing with the boards squeezed up in between his stomach. So when he ripped apart from his back legs, which were fake, he just kind of walked forward. And then this axe had to come down and hit him in the head. And then this blood was supposed to splatter on me. And so I'm expecting just some blood to splatter. But it was like, I guess it was hooked up to this tube and they just let this blood go and it was just buckets and buckets of blood and no one called cut and no one stopped and I had contacts in and I remember just being like oh like I couldn't see anything. I didn't know when it was going to stop. It was like getting in my mouth. It was getting everywhere. I mean, I was covered in blood. And then I had to go back to the hotel and I had to just walk through the lobby because I had to shower and get clean because I had to come back to set to keep filming something else. And I remember just walking through the hotel lobby and people just being like, okay. And I'm just covered in blood. And then the silly thing is, we shot this other scene in the desert where I'm coming out of that tent, but we hadn't shot the tent. So the makeup artist just splats me a little bit with blood, thinking that that was going to match. So you see the shot of me covered in blood, and then I exit the tent very clean. It's just like a little bit of blood. It's so funny. I don't know if anyone else noticed like that. I was like, oh, that's not going to edit well. Well, they're going to do
Well, that's
that
not gonna work.
because
They're not gonna.
I don't match at all. But
Yeah, I
anyways,
actually, I do kind of pick up on those small stupid things in films.
yeah,
I had a couple of guests on before, and I said it to them. They were filming something, and she had nail polish on, and in one scene, and it changes to another scene where they've obviously shot it a different day, and the nail polish has changed color, and I was like, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
there's
I
something,
notice
there's
it
something
too.
not right.
I'm like, I'm a like continuity like person now. I'm very aware of like my wardrobe, my hair. Like if I have to film again and it's supposed to be the same like scene, I'm like I think I'm even more so than hair and makeup sometimes because they'll take photos of you and then they come back and they kind of redo you. But I even remember I'm like, oh, I didn't have that ring on. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, I did it. Like, okay. I'm like, people will notice if I like put a ring on all the time. They're like, oh,
People,
okay.
people will notice.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm
So
like, I'm
I was
pretty,
watching one
I have a
day where
notebook. I keep track.
I was watching one day where the person had a smartwatch on, and like half a scene, maybe two scenes later, he had like a fucking diamond encrusted Rolex kind of thing on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, no, just
Yep.
no.
I
I was
notice it too.
like, but sure, that's just
It drives me crazy because it takes me out of the movie for a minute. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's a movie.
I'm like that. I'm in trouble when I'm watching something, and if something takes me out of the movie, I'm gone. I'm not coming
Mhm.
back. I'm done.
Yeah, I
um,
get upset about it too. I get
like
it.
I've said it on the show loads of times, and people are probably sick of hearing it. But like, I'll always go back to the likes of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the
Hmm.
original one. When it gets to the
Yep.
dinner scene, if it ended before that dinner scene, it's almost perfect. But
Oh, now I'm gonna have to rewatch this dinner scene.
when they bring the granddad down and he comes back to life, basically, I'm like, no, I'm
Okay.
done. I'm out. I was like, he was a bag of skeletons upstairs, and now all of a sudden he's back. And I get it's a horror movie, but it took itself very seriously as just a normal family that were
Yeah.
just killing people. Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, this lad comes back from the dead, and I was like, no, no, I'm done. And her
Yeah.
screaming goes my skull in.
Oh yeah. Her ending where she's on the back of that pickup, just like ah. She's
Like, don't get me
insane.
wrong, if you tone some of that screaming out, and I understand obviously what's happening to her, that's all you would do. But I'm just like, oh no, and it's all her fault as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I booked
Like
a
that,
short film once based on my scream.
really.
I've got a pretty good scream.
I'm not gonna ask you to do it now.
No.
Uh,
I think my dog would go crazy.
yeah,
And she's being so good and quiet right
if you
now.
wake my two kids up, and
Yeah,
you come and babysit them.
right. That's gonna be an expensive babysit trip
Yeah, no,
to get there.
yeah, it's just small things like that. But for me,
Yeah.
like, I'm just like, oh, I can't deal. I get lost, and I don't know what it is. Once I get out of sync of watching the movie, I'm just like, oh, I'm in trouble here.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's when I'll always fall back to watching it from behind my phone or whatever. Um,
Yeah. I try to
where
put my phone down when I watch a movie. I try really hard. I'm
yeah,
trying to like do less screen time. I'm trying to turn my phone off at 10 p.m. and not look at it. That's very hard.
right? It is
Trying really hard to like not I've all my social media has like a time limit. So if I hit that time, it shuts the app down.
nice.
You can put a code to like go back in, but I'm trying really hard not to.
I
Just
get that.
trying. I'm trying to read more, trying to
I
read
know.
more. I started meditating, which is just bizarre. Just
Fair
trying to
enough.
like try it.
My
Trying.
my brain wouldn't let me do that. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sure.
I have
I'm
really
sure if
good
I was
friends who have
tested,
like
I'd be
ADHD.
loaded. Uh, I'm
I have
sure I'd be
friends that
loaded.
just have to be on their phone. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
it's
I'd be like
fine.
that now. I can't sit still. Uh,
Yeah.
um, so like I have obviously I said to you, my young lad is 9 going on 10, and he's got autism and ADHD. So when he's watching a movie, he's kind of bouncing around the place, and I'm watching
Yeah.
him watching this. But recently he started asking me, could he watch Jaws? Right,
Okay.
randomly came out. Can I watch Jaws? I says, not a fucking chance, not a hope. I says, you're 8.5, 9 at the time, and I was like, not a hope. So you're not watching Jaws, no chance.
So when do you think you'll let your kids watch some scary movies?
Oh no,
Do you
so
have an idea?
I have started letting them. Um,
Okay.
so we were going to the cinema, so we booked to go and see a cartoon. Myself, herself, and the 2 kids, and I went in messing with them, and I was like, "Oh, change of plans. The cinema aren't showing Bad Guys, so we're going to see Jaws just to see what they do." And my young lad plays that Roblox game, and he runs a cinema in it.
Okay.
He has the big Jaws poster up. And I was like,
Nice.
okay. I said, then I said it to Zoe, and she was like, all right. I says, maybe you should let him watch it. I said, I'm not letting him watch Jaws at 8, 9, not happening. I said,
Yeah.
it's grand. Get to the cinema, sitting there, big Jaws poster above his head. And I was like, all right, I'm going to let him watch it. There's too many things now
Nice.
telling me to let him watch it. So
Yeah.
2 weeks later, we're sitting here, and I says to him, I says, right, sit down there. It says, 8 o'clock came around. I says, we're going to watch Jaws. And like he kind of bounces around, right? So for 2 hours and 9 minutes when we watched Jaws, he sat there glued to the screen.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Oh,
and I was like, yes.
that's
But
pretty cool.
I have a video recording of him. You know when Quint dies in the
Yeah.
build up to it. So he's done the USS Indianapolis scene, and Jodaway says he'll never put on a life jacket again. Then it cuts out, and it's him picking the 2 life jackets for the lads as the sharks attacking the boat. He looks at me and goes, "So only 6 people have died in this film." And I was like, "Yeah, it's about right." Right. And then Quint dies. He looks at me. He's really angry, and he's like, "Why didn't you tell me he was going to die?" And I said, "Why would I ruin the movie for you, chap?"
Right.
He wasn't happy about it. Um,
Yeah.
so he still can't quite regulate that sadness emotion to everything's just kind of angry about it. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. But for 2 hours and 9 minutes, he sat there and he loved Jaws. And I was like,
That's awesome.
so I'm kind of letting him into watching some kind of movies. Obviously, I have to be fairly careful. I'm not going to let him watch anything with sort of fucking sex or nudity in it, because
Yeah.
the last thing I need is a teacher telling me that you shouldn't be letting
Yeah.
him watch that. I've already had a teacher give out to me last year when he was in school because I let him watch Jurassic Park.
Okay.
She came out and was like, Jurassic Park is a 12s movie. And I was like, no, it's not. She shouldn't be watching that. And I said, it's a PG movie. No, it's not. It's a
I was
12
gonna say,
movie.
like, I don't know what's in Jurassic Park that's bad. I don't think there's really anything like there's no sex or nudity or
Well,
anything.
she said it to me, and I was like, no. I says, no. I says, it's not. It's a PG movie. I says, I watch movies all the time. I says, I'm a big movie guy. And I said,
Yeah.
it's not. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Uh,
The alien movies are fun. I don't know if he's a sci-fi
Alien.
guy.
I don't know if I'd get him. I think Alien's probably a bit slower than Jaws.
I feel like Aliens is like a better one than Alien.
Ooh, that's
It,
a bold statement now, Susie. That's a bold statement. Like this,
I liked Aliens. I mean,
mm.
that was my mom's favorite movies, Aliens.
So
And I
this has actually come up a few times where we've gone into this debate of
but I'm saying like if you want something that moves quicker,
yeah,
Aliens is
oh
definitely what moves quicker than Alien.
yeah.
Alien
So
is great as well. I like Alien.
so we have this. I've had a debate over the number of times that we've been on this show. So Alien and Aliens and Terminator and Terminator 2 are very much similar kind of things. Alien
Mhm.
1 and Terminator 1 are more horror films, and then Aliens and T2 are sci-fi, and two of the best sequels probably ever made
Yeah.
in
I mean,
any genre.
I love Terminator 2. That,
Yeah.
that was so much fun. I remember I watched that as a kid. I loved Edward Furlong though. I was like, oh. He's so
Oh,
cute.
I hope you didn't watch the Crow movie he did though, did you?
The what movie?
Where he played the Crow.
Oh, Edward Furlong played the Crow.
Yeah, in number two.
Wow, I didn't know that. I
Mind you,
mean,
don't.
that's crazy.
Don't.
I I mean, I remember watching RoboCop. I think it's RoboCop 3
Oh, it's so
where my favorite like there's a movie called The Newsies, which is all about the paper boys back in like the 20s, I think. And there is a main paper boy named Spot Collins, who I thought was so cute when I was a kid. And then he's also the bad guy in RoboCop 3 as a kid. He's like this like young, like billionaire. And I was like, oh, I don't
I
remember. I
can't
think his name's Gabriel Damon.
I can't even
I
remember
don't want to
what
look him up now because it always ruins it. I always feel like they not all of them grow up to be as cute as they were when they were kids. I was like, I don't want that vision to get out of my head.
yeah. There's definitely a few of them around, all right. Especially in like child stars that are my age. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, they're all like my age now too. I think.
hmm,
I mean, some of them have grown up to be very cute.
yeah, some.
Like
And then you're just like some you'd walk
Joshua
by the street.
Jackson from Dawson's Creek. Cute.
I, I never
Huh?
watched that. I never watched Dawson's Creek.
Oh yeah. Well, he was in Mighty Ducks. It's totally different. That's not a horror movie, but the hockey movie.
Mighty Ducks is good though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in that. He was
The
a
guy,
cute
the
kid.
guy I mentioned at the start, Mighty Ducks is one of his films.
Okay.
He loves Mighty Ducks. I haven't seen Mighty Ducks in years, but I remember it being a good film.
I mean, I saw all of them. Like all I think there's three or four. I don't even know how many. I think three.
There's definitely
But
three. I know that. There might be more. There was a TV
there
show
might
as
be
well.
more. I don't think I watched a TV show, but
Yeah.
I watched the movies.
I'll tell you what.
I
Before
loved Monster Squad as a kid. Would your kid like that? Your
I
kid might
watched that
like
with him.
that.
I watched that with him. And that was awesome. It was
That's one
awesome.
of the classic movies I watched when I was a kid. My cousin Brad would always put it on with his cool friends, and I always wanted to be cool like his cool friends. And so I remember we would read like the whole big thing in the beginning where it's like, oh, they tried to fight the vampires, and then it goes, they blew it, and we would all scream, they blew it. I love
So
that
good.
movie.
It was so good. And
It's
obviously,
great.
Frankenstein, he passed away recently as well, didn't he?
I think so. I saw that movie, a screening of that, and I got to meet the director. And he made that movie when he was like 22 or 23, and it was an epic failure. And he's still quite bitter about it. He talked about how that movie like did nothing for his career.
But then
And
again, you look at some of those movies, right? That historically probably failed in the cinema, and then it
mhm.
got on to be unreal. Like Shawshank was a massive failure.
That's a great movie. That's a great short story.
I've never read the short story, but it's an unbelievable movie.
Yeah.
Um, like I'm pretty sure The Crow one wasn't a massive hit in the cinema. It's a cult favorite. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many of them. Like
Oh yeah. I
Dog
mean,
Soldier.
Wizard of Oz was an epic failure,
I
believe it or not.
hate that movie. I hate it.
That movie didn't become anything until it was released on television, which is like years and years later. Because it
I
came out at like such a bad time. It came out like right before World War II. And so like
Yeah,
it just
1939, I think, or 38.
yeah. So it did nothing. And then it
I, yeah,
I
I
love the
hate
Wizard
that
of Oz,
movie.
but
I hate it.
the
Like my niece is obsessed with
movie
it now.
is nostalgic.
No, I think it's
It's
because
nostalgic for me.
I think because it's like in Ireland, it was on at Christmas time every fucking weekend in the build up for like 2 months,
Oh yeah.
and
Yep.
like where my mum, where her family home was when we used to go over there every Sunday to be on, and I'd be sitting there, like, come on, anything else?
That's how
All
I
of the four
that's how
channels
I
they
feel
had.
about A Christmas Story. I hate A Christmas Story.
That little ginger kid with the glasses, I hate him. I hate him.
I hate I like I that movie Ugh, I don't get it.
Uh,
I hate
yeah,
that movie.
yeah.
It's my least favorite Christmas film.
But
Anyways,
I
I
mean,
digress.
there is only one real, true, ultimate Christmas movie.
I don't know. What are you gonna
Die Hard.
say? Oh, see, I don't know.
There are two types of people in this world. There's only
Yeah,
two. Those who
the Die
know
Hard.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and those who are wrong.
I mean, it is during Christmas, so
It's
I
like
get it. Yeah,
for me to be a Christmas movie, Christmas has to be integral to the story, right? Christmas is
yeah,
integral to
yeah,
that story, and people can't
yeah,
understand that. They're like, "Oh, but it could be happening in the summer." So it wouldn't happen in the summer because you wouldn't have all the staff on one floor. You wouldn't have the whole building basically closed down.
yeah.
I was like,
Die Hard's a great movie.
yeah, phenomenal. Um, and then you have like I over in Ireland. I don't know about you, but do you remember when Gremlins came out?
Oh yeah, that's a
So
Christmas movie too.
it is, but it isn't
It
because
is during Christmas.
because there's a certain monologue in that film that could ruin Christmas for people, especially
Mm.
small people.
I don't know.
You know the scene when she's talking about her dad finding her dad in the chimney.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and she turns around and goes, "That isn't real."
Oh, that Santa.
So in Ireland, that scene was cut out when it was on the telly.
Interesting.
It was edited out of it, just like it didn't exist.
That
And
makes sense.
yeah, for years I didn't know it was there, and then when I rented it or bought it and it was on, I was like, "What is that?" I don't remember that.
Yeah.
It's
Interesting.
mad. Yeah,
I mean, I Gremlins scared me
it's a great movie. Great movie.
when I was a kid. My dad would like to scare me as a kid, scared me a lot. And he said that kids love to be scared. And I remember my mom worked midnights as a nurse, so she would go into work at like 7. And sometimes my dad would like to scare me by telling me to go into the basement, and I had to go down there and I had to make friends with the gremlins, and I couldn't turn the lights on because they don't like the light.
Bright
And
light, bright light.
I'd be like, I'm not going down there. I'd be so scared. I didn't want to go down the basement. I didn't want to meet the gremlins. He would take me and my friends to the movies, and I lived in the country, like in the middle of nowhere. We would come back from the movie and we had just seen like maybe a scary movie or whatever. And there's this old cemetery by my house. And he would always say that the car broke down at the cemetery. He'd be like, oh no, car broke down. He's like, I gotta go get help. And then he'd leave the car and he'd come back and he'd sneak and he'd start tapping the windows. And all my girlfriends and I would just be screaming our heads off, terrified. Then he'd get back in the car laughing and thinking it was so funny.
Now,
Scared the
within
shit out
saying
of
that,
me.
I go back to Or in the High Desert too. You should have took that lady's advice and hide outside the car.
I mean, I'm when I was a kid, one
Yeah.
point my dad left the keys in the car, and it was a big mistake because I attempted to drive the car home. My dad like ran out of the bushes. Was like, no, 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 because I was like 13. But I was gonna drive that damn car home.
I, I ain't getting killed here today. I'll
Yeah,
tell you what, before we finish up then, I'll throw a couple of questions to you. Quick fire ones, right?
sure.
So
Okay.
what's your favorite subgenre of horror?
Uh, is that mean like is subgenre like you mean like slashers
Yeah.
or
Like
um
if you had to kind of pick any kind of horror movie to watch, what would it be?
I, I like the subgenre of like a slumber party and then a killer.
So a slasher movie.
I love a slasher movie, like a high school and a killer. I
Okay.
think those are just fun. Those are my favorite 80s subgenre.
The old 80s
Yeah.
camp, follow the rules of horror and you survive.
Yeah, those are great.
I mean, they're not hard rules to follow. Don't have sex. Don't do drugs. Don't go
Yeah.
off on your own. And then of
I
course
mean,
you had the Don't Be Black. That was a good one. Poor
I mean,
black
I
guy.
would always if it was real life, I would always survive a horror movie then because I was such a good kid in school. I was
Yeah.
like such a good kid.
You always survived though.
I would always be I feel like I could always be the survivor girl. Yeah.
Yeah. No, them 70s, 80s horror tropes were great.
Yeah.
I remember growing up watching whatever one was on, and Joe, when you're watching it and you can see the plot developing, and don't get me wrong, some of the plots are quite easily going, and you know what's coming. But it's funny when you see the group of 6 or 7, and you're like, "You're dead, you're dead, you're dead,"
Oh yeah.
and then it's funny because you'll see
Yeah.
like either the black guy or the black girl come on, and you're like, "Oh, you're so dead." You don't
I
even
know.
know it yet. And it was like you look back on it now and you're like, how did they get away with that for so long
I
before
mean,
anyone kind of changed it?
up until the early 2000s, they're still doing it. Like
But they still do
I've
do
watched
it.
some horror movies that came out, yeah, in the early 2000s that I was like, how did they get away with this in a horror movie?
Like I know Ken 4 was the first one to survive. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Um, for one of the Night of the Living Dead or Dawn of the Dead, I can't remember. I always mix up which one it is. I know I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
was the first. Well, probably not the first, but probably the first recognized um black character survive a horror film. Obviously, Ice Cube survived Anaconda in 1999, and then LL Cool J survived Deep Blue Sea in 1999 as well.
Yeah.
And then
There's
it's
those.
good that they're moving. It's good that they're moving away from it because
Yeah.
obviously it might be considered slightly racist.
Yeah.
Um, not that it's slightly racist, but it's you just know it's coming. So then when you watch one and there's like you see that person and they survive and you're like, oh shit. And then you're always expecting
Yeah.
like that last second jump kill to
Yeah.
catch them. And
Yeah.
like,
Does well in Scream 2, the black guy survives. He's the cameraman. He's like, I'm out.
yeah, he was the
Doesn't he
smartest guy
leave?
in the room. He got the
Yeah,
hell
he's
out of
like, I'm
that
done.
house.
He's like, I've seen these kind of movies. He's like, I'm gone.
Yeah.
So he
Although
survives. Yeah.
theoretically, the black guy dies at the start of it. Do you remember when he kills her with Will Smith's wife?
In the
Uh,
beginning.
yeah, the two of
Yeah.
them die. So
Yeah,
technically
they both died.
one went.
Yeah. Two went. Both died, really, right?
Yeah.
Just yeah.
I always love the start of Scream when she gets killed. I hate her as a person, let alone as a character. I hate her.
Oh, Drew Barrymore or Jada Pinkett?
No, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, I don't know enough about her.
I don't know. I don't know why. I have a disdain for certain actors and actresses that I just can't get over. And I'm like, some of them, like,
Yeah, I have that. There's some that if they're in a movie, I don't really want to watch them. But
James McAvoy was one for a while. I never liked James McAvoy.
oh my God, he's my favorite.
I was up until I watched Speak No Evil.
Oh yeah, that's a remake.
Yeah. When I
Yeah,
watched that,
I
then
haven't
I
seen.
got a lot more respect for him. I was like, oh, okay, he's definitely
I
got
almost
something.
I almost watched that last night, but I didn't. I watched something else. But
He is jacked in it as well.
yeah, he's so cute.
I don't know if cute works when he's fucking stacked up the way
I
he
think
is.
yeah, he plays even when he plays like crazy people. Split. I loved him in Split.
That's it.
I like him. It's good. He plays like a killer. It's got
Psychosis
uh
or split personality.
what do you call it? Where multiple
Oh, and
personalities.
I've seen clips of it, but one of the main reasons I wouldn't watch it because he was in it, and it's like nope. Uh,
Okay.
but I've got a lot more things. But the one that really gets me is Judy Greer. I hate her. I hate her so much.
Judy Greer.
She
Why can't
played
I? I don't
she
know.
played the mom in Jurassic World. She played the mom in the new Halloween trilogy. She played Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter in it.
I'd have to look at her. I
Uh,
can't see her
I, I
face right now.
I don't know what it is. I don't
There's
know
an
what.
actress from the 90s named Lily Sobieski. Sobieski. Lily Sobieski. She's like she bothered me. I don't think she's an actress anymore, but I used to
Oh,
just,
she annoyed the shit out of me too. She was in Joyride.
I just couldn't, I just didn't like her very much. I was like, oh, I don't
Didn't
know.
she? She got killed off really badly in Deep
Don't
Impact.
come for me, Lily Soblisky. Don't come for me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she got killed off in Deep Impact, and I was like, yes, fucking snake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Judy Greer for me. Like myself, my wife went to see Halloween Kills. The middle one ends. One ends. Whichever one she dies in kills. And
I like the Halloween remake. I
I
enjoyed
liked
it.
it. I liked all three of them. I thought that trilogy was good. But
I did too.
when it got to the end, and obviously they've taken him down, he's killed all the rest of them. And he thought, all right, this sets up the next one. And he popped up in the room behind her and he started stabbing the shit out of her. I was like, yes, yes. And my wife was like, what are you doing? I was like, I hate her. I hate her. I get great
It's
satisfaction
such a
watching.
strong. Yeah. I can't think that's the only actress I can think of that kind of bugged me when I
Uh,
just didn't I don't know. I didn't really like I can't think of any right now.
yeah, I'm just looking at some of that Lily Soblisky's one here.
She's
Yeah,
in a lot of like 90s or like kind of there's like a love story movie she was in. She just she's in a movie called Glass House that I just was like, oh, I just hated.
yeah, no, she was in Deep Impact.
I'm sure she's doing great now. I wish her nothing but the best.
Yeah,
Don't come for me, Lily.
what happened?
I'm sorry.
We're in so much trouble if she sees this.
She's never gonna see this.
I'm gonna tag her in it just for the sake of it.
No, don't do it. Don't you
Right,
dare.
last two questions then. Right, throw me your top
Okay.
five horror movies.
That's so hard. Okay. That's so hard. That's so hard.
No one ever said
I
it'd be
feel like my
easy.
top five, I know, I feel like my top five consistently change because I see such great movies and then I'm like, oh, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites now. I think I really like Frankenhooker.
Paddy Mullen.
That movie is just so much fun. And I love showing people Frankenhooker when they've never seen Frankenhooker. Um, I
Such a
think
strange
Scream is
one.
on that list. I really like the first Scream movie.
So good. They're all good.
Yes, I think the first one just sticks out to me because it's just such a the first of its kind, I guess, at the time, and I really liked Scream. My gosh, I really love Sinners.
Oh man,
That's
so good.
I just thought that movie was great. Um, one of my favorite movies of last year. Not to put on my top five, but like I also love The Ugly Stepsister too from last year. I thought that was a
Well,
really fun movie.
I actually tried to get to watch that a couple of times, and one of the times I put it on, it was like 12:30 at night, and I fell asleep. But I'd seen amazing things about it, so I keep meaning to get back to it.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of those you got to kind of keep locked in, but then once you're locked in, you're locked in. Does that make sense? Like once you're in it, you're in it. But it's hard. Yeah, you have to read subtitles, but I really liked it. Oh, so hard, so hard, especially when I'm not looking at like movies of
No
like
one ever said it'd be
good
easy.
horror movies on my phone. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Looking, trying to picture my movies that I own and the horror movies that I bought. I think The Loved Ones is on that list. I think I'm at what four? That's four so far. I think The Loved Ones is
For an
up there.
honorable mention.
Okay, I love The Loved Ones. Absolutely love that movie. I thought that was just also unique and fun. Um, God, I feel like I need to put a found footage film on there. Oh, I really liked. It's gonna be. Oh wait, it's an honorable mention, but I really liked it. But I'm gonna save it. But I feel like I need a found footage movie just for fun.
I mean, if you're going found footage, Blair Witch is probably the top of the top.
I'm trying to think of like a really good found foot. I've been watching a lot of found footage movies more. I've been trying to watch more of them.
So
Uh,
while you're thinking, then,
God,
right?
I don't.
I'll give you a found footage movie to watch. Right? It's on
Okay.
YouTube. It's on
Yeah.
the King Horror page. It's called
Okay.
Life of Bell.
Life of what?
Life of Bell.
It's
Belle.
Life of Belle.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
All
buddy
right.
Sean Robinson directed it with his wife, and his two kids are in it as the actors.
Okay.
It's so good.
You know what movie I really liked? This is terrible. I really liked the movie with it's just Escape the Others. I think the Others is on that list. I thought that
Oh,
was a really great
what a
movie.
twist. What a twist.
I didn't see that twist coming back then. I
No,
might see it now if I like were watching it for the first time now. Maybe I would notice, but I didn't at the time, and I really,
I,
really loved it.
I don't think I would have even still. And I catch on to a lot of things, but I don't think I would now.
Yeah, I loved that movie. That
It
was
was
great.
perfect. It was like the
And
Sixth
then
Sense, wasn't it? It was just perfectly done.
yeah, and then I think if just to throw a found footage movie because I've been trying to watch found footage. There's two that I really like. I really like Missing Couple. Hashtag Missing Couple. It's newer.
Oh, it's a
It's
documentary one, isn't it?
it's like found footage of like a couple influencers buying a cabin. They go from like living in a van to buying a cabin.
Fair enough.
I think it's pretty well done. I enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of spooky, kind of fun. And then I really like Devil's Pass. I just watched Devil's Pass for the first time, which is
Interesting.
about the Davalansha, the Russian group of people from 1959 who all like died while hiking in Russia in the mountains, and like they died in a really weird way. Like a lot of them didn't have their clothes on. It looked like they something had like exploded out of their tent. They were all dead throughout this like
Oh, it was the Yeti,
so it's
wasn't
based
it? Was
on
it that one?
it's called the Devil's Pass. I mean, there's this speculation that it's a Yeti, but that's not what it is. I thought that movie was really interesting. It's about a bunch of college kids who decide to retrace the 1959 expedition and go to where those people died. And I went in not having any expectations, and I it had a real kind of an ending that I never would have thought in a million years.
I love those films when you go in with nothing and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah,
right.
those are, I guess, my top five with two found footage honorable mentions.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Right.
I'm sure that top five will change
The last one. This is a
in a
tough one now. There's a caveat to this one, right? So give me
okay.
your top five John Carpenter films, right?
Oh my God. Now you're gonna make me have to Google IMDb, John Carpenter films. Well,
Uh,
I mean The Thing.
okay.
I should have put The Thing on my top five.
The
Um,
Thing is the greatest remake of
I
any
forgot
genre
about that
ever.
movie. Say that it's the most what?
The Thing is the greatest
What'd you
remake
say?
of any genre ever.
Did you like the remake? I liked them. Did you see the remake?
No, no,
Did
no.
they have like two remakes or just one?
No, so the 1981, the John Carpenter one, is a remake of a 1954 film.
It is.
The
Right.
Thing, the
Did they do it
1981.
again?
No, no. So there's a prequel to it
But
that
they
was done
re
in 2011.
I
Um,
saw the prequel.
yeah,
I think I
it,
saw that.
yeah. That's it. So there's only the two of them. But the
Okay, John Carpenter.
1981 one is the greatest remake of any film in any genre ever.
That's a great movie. I
Yeah.
love that movie. I should have been on my top five. Okay, John Carpenter. I gotta think of all of his movies now.
So
I like Halloween.
fair. That's two. You've got three more, but
I
you've got
watch
to. Yeah,
Halloween.
you have
I
to
watch
get.
Halloween on Halloween. It's one of my. It's like a tradition. When I'm carving my pumpkins, I'll watch Halloween.
Nice.
Um. Okay, John Carpenter movies, motherfucker.
Whoa.
Oh, it's so hard without Google.
Mm.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I need help with Google. I need my brain. I need someone to tell me some John Carpenter movies. Can I look?
So go for it, yeah. You've got three more
Okay.
guesses, right? And if you don't get the right
Do I have to
answer,
guess? Okay. Okay.
this episode never comes out.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I need a refresher on John Carpenter movies. Oh my God. Okay. There's so many John Carpenter movies.
There's not. There's only 12, I think. Maybe
There's a
14.
lot.
No, just his movies that he directed now.
Okay. Just direct. Hold. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Directed by.
Now the pressure's on now. Look,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
is it 12 or 14? I think he's done.
Directed.
Or
Did he
16.
direct? Director. John Carpenter movies director. I need a list. Okay. Ooh.
The pressure is on.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, I like The Fog.
Oh,
Someone
it's
says
good.
I look like the actress from The Fog.
What,
Um,
Jamie Lee Curtis?
no, she's not
Adrian
in.
Barbeau?
Yeah, someone told me
Jamie Lee Curtis is
I look
in
like
the
her,
fog.
but not her, but the other one, the one with the curly hair. I have
Adrian
naturally curly hair, so when I have my hair is curly, I do kind of resemble her.
Adrian
Oh, I wish
Barbeau.
I want to see like, yeah, I want to see what the. Okay, I want to know what this movie poster looks like because I feel like I've seen this movie, and if I did, and if it's a movie I think it is, it'll be the fifth one I say, but I need to see what it looks like. Hold
You've
on.
only said three.
Get out of here. I know, I said four. I said The Fog
The Thing.
and Halloween and
Yeah.
The Thing. Oh, that I only said three. Okay. Well, I don't want to lie and say, what is this? Okay. I got to see what this movie looks like.
What movie is it?
Starman. Starman.
Starman was good. Starman was good.
That movie's so weird. I like that movie. I have not seen that movie, I think, since I was a child. But I remember that movie being a very strange, bizarre movie. It's like an alien movie. Am I right?
It is, yeah. There's a weird
Okay.
green alien creature thing.
I that movie I have to say because I do remember seeing that as a kid. I liked that movie. And now I have to say the movie, otherwise this doesn't air. There's some on here I feel bad that I've never seen.
What haven't you seen? Because if you haven't seen it, then that's fine. I'll change the
I
caveat.
mean, I haven't seen Assault on Precinct 13.
You haven't seen Assault on Precinct 13? Oh, it's so
No,
good. The
and
score is so good.
I've never seen Dark Star.
Either have I actually.
I've never seen Prince of Darkness. And believe it or not, I've never seen They Live. I just haven't seen that movie yet.
Oh, it's so good. It's so
Um,
good.
and I don't think who's in the movie In the Mount of Madness. Who's in that? I don't think I've seen that movie.
That's part of the Prince of Darkness trilogy.
Okay, I've never seen Prince of Darkness. I've never seen Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
That's Chevy Chase. That's a
Yeah,
comedy.
I've never seen Vampires. I've never seen Ghost on Mars, and I've never seen The Ward. I
The
haven't
Ward
seen
is
a
good.
lot,
The Ward is good.
which is crazy.
That was his
I
last movie.
I love Escape from LA.
How do you
Big
like?
Trouble in Little China.
How do you like Escape from
I like
LA?
Escape from New York. They're just fun, ridiculous movies. I've seen those. I've seen Christine. Um, I've
I still
never
have.
seen this 1995 Village of the Damned. I've only
Uh,
seen Village of the Damned, the black and white one, like the
Village.
really old
That
one.
Village is Damned. There was one that I watched when I was younger. That one was
Okay,
good.
I've never seen this one. I've only seen like the black and white one.
Yeah. You actually mentioned the
So yeah.
movie that you had to say in there.
Okay, well, I still have to pick one more. It's
Hmm.
between the Christine movie, Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from LA. I mean, I'm a Stephen King person. I really liked Christine. That's a good movie. I'm gonna
It
say
was.
Christine. That's I guessed wrong, didn't
He did.
I?
He did mention Big Trouble in Little China
I'm
though,
supposed
so
to.
I'll let you away with it.
That movie scared me. I remember the guy blowing up. The fat guy blows up, and that really scared me.
Thunder.
I had like an
So,
irrational fear that I was gonna get fat and blow up like that. It's the same thing that happened in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory to the blueberry girl.
yeah,
That terrified me that I would turn into a big blueberry and then I would blow up.
yeah. It's
And I was very scared that
that's
happened.
that's my favorite movie of all time. All time.
That's a
I
good question because I don't remember like all of John Carpenter's movies. That was a good trivia.
yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? It's
I haven't
tough.
seen a lot.
I
It
mean,
is because I feel bad. I
you need to go and watch They
I need to
Live.
watch more John. I it's on my list. It's been on my list for years. It's one of those that's like I should watch that. And then I
They
never
Live.
watch that. My
They Live.
letterbox watch list is crazy.
They Live is more prevalent now than it was when it came out in the 80s.
All right. Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah.
I'll watch it tonight. I was gonna watch the remake of the um James McAvoy movie, but I won't. Maybe
uh, Speaking of
I'll
it,
watch.
no, go watch They Live. It's so good.
Okay.
It's
Done.
so
I'll do
good.
that. I'll watch
It's
that.
also probably the best performance by a wrestler turned actor.
Okay.
Uh,
Don't ruin it. Don't say anymore. I'll watch it.
Roddy Piper was so good. Him and Keith David.
I'll watch it. I keep meaning to watch it.
Take, let me know what you think when you get there,
Okay.
and then when I watch Horror in the High Desert 3 and 4, I'll let you know.
Okay.
But it's been a
Deal.
pleasure having you on this evening.
Oh, this is so much fun. I had a great time chatting with you about just random shit.
Absolutely, and you're more than welcome to come back anytime.
That'd be great. I'd love to. Absolutely.
But for now, Susie, I wish you all the best. Looking forward to see what you do in the future. Obviously, you said number
Thank
5
you.
will be on the way out, and then another project. So
Number 5 coming. I did a movie called Interaction. It's a different. It's not a found footage movie, but that one's doing festival run right now. So hopefully that movie people can watch. That's a really weird movie. That's gonna be. We'll see what people say. It's a horror movie, but it's done with like a little different take than
if you're
most.
talking to the
So
director and they're looking for a review done, you know where to send them.
I will absolutely. Yeah,
But
that's a good one.
Absolutely, I'd love to have you back on in the future as well.
Thank you. Yeah,
So what I'll do,
sounds
folks, though,
good.
is I will finish this the way I finish every single Friday night. In the words of the great George A. Romero, ladies and gentlemen, stay scared.